Hey,
Hello?
Pat. Hello, Pat.
Hey, Rudy.
How are
Just
things?
checking in.
It's
It's been crazy around here. They had some type of gas leak, so we haven't had hot water. We just got hot water this morning. We hadn't had hot water for the previous 3 days.
Oh no! Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I don't know. I mean, I think the law's back in Tennessee. They had inmates working on the gas line, and I don't think that's quite legal.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think you have to have certification, and I can't imagine the inmates actually have the proper certification to be working on a gas line. But it was right behind Unit B. But apparently Unit A's waters is what got cut off. So. It's crazy.
It's good.
Girls crying.
No, go ahead, Pat.
About medical, and one of them ended up on the floor yesterday. She was in such pain. She's been going to medical, and they hadn't really been doing anything for her pain. So they did after she ended up on the floor, doubled over in pain last night.
Yeah, my goodness. It seems like a lot of the common complaints we get is no medical. It's really terrible, and the food is really bad.
Yeah, I think I've decided I can't eat what they call ground beef products. The chickens are all right. I mean, they hadn't been able to cook the last couple of days, so we've been getting cold sandwiches. But actually, the turkey they had yesterday for lunch was pretty good. But and then of course the cereal. I don't drink the milk here because it's not real milk. I can't drink watered down milk, and this is 2% fat-free skim milk, and I never have been able to drink that stuff.
Right. Well, what about that? What about that girl that died? That was about to get out. She'd spent a long time in prison. Did anything come of that?
Well, her family was here that Friday that we notified you after she passed away. Supposedly the son is a doctor and she was a pharmacist, and there's probably going to be a lawsuit.
Yeah, incredible.
So, but whether anybody hears about it or not, who knows? Because they had to have known she had bleeding ulcers. They had to have known.
Yeah.
So, she had been going, to the doctor for a week. The only doctor we have here is an OBGYN. I mean, I understand they do have a little bit of general knowledge, but I mean, that's not really good enough. But
yeah,
I'm going to try to avoid medical like the plague.
Right. I would too. They tried to force blood draw Mike, and they did actually against his will for the TB test. He calls every now and then. It seems like he's doing okay, but he's looking to get out of there, obviously. And I'm trying to think. I don't think they've given him a trial date yet.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he has. I think it's been postponed, and he hasn't been told anything. So he's still stuck in Douglas County Jail in Omaha.
Omaha,
right. And not only that, but he really wants to talk to you directly, and he says that your caseworker ought to be able to set that up because you're going to be like a witness in his trial, and he said he ought to be able to communicate with you, not only because of that, but because you're husband and wife. I mean, that's crazy that they told you you have to wait till after the trial.
Yeah, well, because one, I don't even know if he's in a federal facility, but the case manager I talked to said no counselor would sign off on it, and this guy actually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But he said no counselor would sign off of it because every time he gets moved, then they have to sign another one, and there's just no way it's going to happen. So.
I see. Well, I know you tried.
He's one of the few guys around here that knows what's going on.
Yeah. Now say that again.
And how the system works.
Oh yeah. If there's any,
but this is actually, I have women in here that is like Cheryl's been in Carswell, and I thought she was going to try to go to Tallahassee, but she may just try to ride it out here. She moved from Carswell to here basically because her daughter's in Horn Lake, which that puts her like 3 hours away. So
yeah.
But she said she actually had more visits from her family when she was down in Carswell, even though she's closer here. And she, everybody's like, they've been to these other prisons, and this is really the worst one, and they think they should shut this one down.
Yeah.
It's just
terrible, huh?
But I mean, they're so disorganized. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But I just kind of stay in my room and read, and just try to stay out of everybody's way. I hadn't gotten anybody mad at me. It seems like most of the people kind of like me, and they definitely trust me. And like I said, I'm tutoring some. I don't know. I've got to have a job by next Wednesday, and I haven't been called yet for an interview. I put in a cop-out, and I was told there was only 4 cop-outs for the interview for the carpentry and electrical classes, and I'm probably going to have to put something in somewhere else and just take it to get something by next Wednesday, or they'll assign me. And my counselor, apparently she likes to assign people into the kitchen. So. Oh,
okay. Did you get Aaron's Easter card? I mean, a card, and also the books that we sent, the King James Bible.
I got the Bible.
Oh, good.
And I got the Pilgrim's Progress. I thought I told you that.
Yep. Okay.
I did get in my mail yesterday that they sent the business card back. So. Oh,
okay. I guess you can't have that.
And I tried to talk to my mother-in-law yesterday. She's having a hard time hearing, and I think instead of pushing 5, she pushed 9. So now I'm blocked.
That's so easy to do. That's so easy to do. I
know, and she gets so confused, and so I emailed her. It's like, okay, well, did you accidentally push the wrong thing, or did
this call is from a federal prison,
and you were blocking Mike because Mike. He calls her he can call once a week and she's okay with it, but when he calls her multiple times in a day, she just gets so stressed she can't handle it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Mike can't get that, but anyway, she said she couldn't hear, so she pushed the wrong number, so
yeah.
I had to email her back, all right, well, this is what you have to do. This is an act of God to get it unblocked, but I figured she would want to hear my voice.
Yeah.
So if she wants to, I told her what she needed to do if she wants to get it unblocked. And then I also had to go over to the mailroom the other day because she tried to send me some books from Barnes & Nobles. Now, the mail lady told me there's no problem with getting anything in from Barnes & Nobles. They have their own way of sending stuff, and we accept it. And Amazon, now the inmates are saying the Amazon comes right in. The Barnes & Nobles, the inmates said to put BOP approved on the package. So I had to email Cleet to let her know. Just tell them this and tell them to resend it. But I never got anything that it was sent here and then sent back. So,
yeah.
But Barnes & Nobles goes ground, so I think that's the problem with them. Going ground, they don't deliver to a P.O. box. So
I got you. Have you heard?
It's always something.
I know. The prison policies are so bad, and I can tell you that it's so easy to hit the wrong number because we get calls from so many different prisoners, and it's different numbers for each prisoner. And some numbers may be blocked, some numbers might be to accept, and it's so easy to hit the wrong number. I can vouch for that. Did you want me to tell Mike? Has Felicia been contacting you about the animals? Is there anything that we should tell Mike about? Because I haven't talked to Felicia in a while. I mean, I talked to her a long time ago.
I haven't either. I know it's a diet, but I'm pretty much running headaches every day, so I'm just trying to lay low and then trying to find a decent time to talk on the phone when it's not so loud in here.
I got you.
I can't. I'm so used to being on the phone with my animals and it quiet, and I can't stand the noise in here. I just hate it. It's so loud.
Yeah, I read about that. That's one of the hardest things to get used to. I guess you got women screaming all the time, and a lot of people are having mental issues, and yeah,
some of them some of them just talk loud, period. And then some of them, they do get in the screaming matches, and there have been a few fights out here too. So, not many. Usually, when something like that happens, then we get locked down. So,
are they going to move you to a low security camp?
There's a camp across the street, but and my case manager even said he didn't know why that they didn't put me in a camp to begin with. There's some laws, and I don't know if you've heard anything about them. All I'm hearing is different things from the inmates. Matter of fact, I think something was supposed to be voted on today about first-time offenders.
Yeah, I haven't heard that. Okay.
Anyway, I don't know the details about that. And getting moved over into a camp, I can't get moved over to the camp for at least 18 months. And frankly, I don't know that I would want to because it's an open barracks, so you're talking about even more noise. At least my room, there's just two of us, and I can close the door, and it's not as loud.
Right, right.
And this first-time offender thing, I don't know what it is. It's like, well, they're saying they're going to cut your time from 85% served to 65%, and then some are saying, well, they're just going to send us all home and put us on ankle bracelets. I said, do you understand when you wear those ankle bracelets, you have to pay for it?
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's like, to the tune of, $80-something a week I paid on mine, and it made me sick.
Yeah.
It just made me sick.
I know it.
And I don't have a home to go to.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, there's no way I'm going back out to the farm. I mean, somebody has been out there, and I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel safe.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I can't protect myself because they disarmed me. Hell would freeze over before I called in the 911 or anything.
Right,
so
right.
I'm just a sitting duck out there. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I understand.
Was it on Hughes Road?
Yeah.
Was it set back quite a ways from the road?
Yeah, the driveway is 3/10 of a mile long.
Okay, and then a lot of
With trees in front and trees in back.
Yeah, I got a picture of it from Google Earth if you want me to send it to you.
Well, I mean, I don't know what good it would do me.
No.
But I just, if I was to get out tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned, I'm homeless. So.
Well, we'll figure something out, Pat. I mean,
It looked like a beautiful place.
Yeah, and I know Mike's working his tail off to get out of there himself, but they're giving him a hard time because they can. And
yeah, and I think any hard time I've gotten here probably is because I'm his wife.
Yeah,
sure.
I think you're in there because you're his wife.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and there, there's a lot of Cheryl is the same way. They pulled her out of her home. She had nothing to do with what her husband did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I keep telling her, she keeps saying, I don't know how to start. She wants to write y'all a letter to let you know her story, but she's like, I don't know how to do it. And it's like, I said, well, just, start by telling them a little bit about who you are and then tell them about your case. I read this, I read her stuff. Her lawyer didn't do her any help. And I told her, I said, well, you know who your lawyer works for, right? The lawyer doesn't work for you. The lawyer's taking an oath to the British Crown.
Right, that's right.
So.
That's right.
They went on and on about she's ex-military, and she ordered a special kind of gun with special kind of grips and stuff. Well, she's ex-military. She's going to know her gun and what she wants, and she ordered it to protect herself against her abusive husband who would beat her.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Her lawyer never brought that up, that she was ex-military. Never even brought it up. It's like, if you bring that up before a jury, they're going to understand she knows her gun. She knows what she wants.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with ordering a special custom gun. I hope that's not her. Yeah.
They're banning knives over in London, England now.
Oh, are they?
It's getting crazy out here, Pat. I mean, they're going after the First Amendment censorship. A lot of YouTube channels have been taken down, and also they're really trying to take our guns away.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, what we see in here, it's like all these shootings in the schools. We see all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all
and,
fake.
these girls here, they don't realize that, hey, most of this stuff is a false flag.
Right,
anyway.
right.
This call is from a federal prison.
They don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, is there any books that you want us to hunt down on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or anything at all that would help make the time go by quicker?
Well, my mother-in-law is supposed to send me a couple of Spanish, English dictionaries, and I think Terry sent me a book that I should be getting this week. I had asked him to find something on the, comprehensive history of Ireland because I had read Finding Merlin in the library, and it gave me some Scottish background and some Irish background, but I find out reading some of these Native American books that what the Europeans did when they came, they had practiced on the Irish before they did it to the Indians, like scalping and stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
So, other than that, I don't have anything in particular right now. If I can get those two books, I sent off for a workbook at some Chicago Christian prison bookstore to see if I could get a Spanish workbook because Spanish English stick.
She's trying to learn Spanish, I guess.
It sounds like it cut her right off in mid-sentence. Please pray for Pat. I can tell you that she does not deserve to be in prison, and her case is a severe, egregious case of FBI entrapment. And it's vindictive, too, because they went after her because she's married to Mike.
And she had a beautiful property.
Yeah. And she would never have called the law enforcement because they'd already tried to kill her once.